Good morning. This is Mr. Murphy coming to talk to you about your plan score report. Remember you took your plan test a couple months ago, and the whole goal is to see where you stand as a sophomore with being ready to be successful in college in 2 years. So this kind of was a way to find out where you stood and give you some skills and what to do when you take the ACT so it can get you into the college you want to go to. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Your teacher's given you your score report, and up here in the upper right corner as you look at the front page should be your name, address, grade 10 of course, and all the information that you need to know to prove it's you. Hopefully you have yours. If not, let your teacher know so we can get that fixed. From there we want to look over here on the left. This is your actual scores. Has a composite score, an English score, a math score, a reading score, and a science score. The composite is kind of an average of all those areas and is used to, when you take your ACT, it's used to show whether you're ready for college or not. So this student had a 19 as their composite score, which is a good score, and we'll talk a little more about that. Excuse me. English is the next area, and the student scored a 17. Good score, and we'll talk more about what that means to have a 17 in just a second. Math was a 21, reading was a 20, and science was a 19. All decent scores, and shows that this chart right here shows the percent of students scoring at or below your score. So 94% of the students in the 10th grade scored less than or equal to the 19 composite score, and you can look down the rest of the chart to see what that means and how this person scored, and you can look and see how you scored, because that's the important thing, is how you scored. Next, over here you're looking at your estimated composite score range. So if everything stays the same and this student continues to improve at the rate they're improving, this is where they would score on the ACT historically, a 20 to a 24. This is a good solid score, and with this student planning to go to a four-year college or university, sliding down the page, admission standards, you need a certain score on the ACT or the SAT to get into the college that you want to get into. And this shows you what type of admission standards there are for colleges, and this shows you the typical composite scores. So this student having a 20 to 24 range, they have a good chance of being accepted based on their scores into all areas. Might be a little bit difficult to get to the highly selective colleges, but doesn't mean that they're going to not get there. And it doesn't mean that this score up here, this composite score, is what it's going to be. If the student works hard and really applies themselves on the skills that they need to apply themselves on, they will definitely be prepared for college. And if you haven't come to this level yet, if your score is below this, there will be an area in the back here that we'll talk to in a second that will show you what skills to work on so we can get you ready. This right here, part of your test was you put in what you plan to take in the high school. And this dark line right here for each subject area means this is what colleges expect you to take. You should have a gray line. This is not a good copy right here, but you should have a gray line that shows what you said you'd be taking. This student here, down here, says your plans fall far short of recommended courses. So this may not have been filled out right, because the schedules that we do at Anson High School, you get all the things you need right here to be ready for college. So I think that might have been a mistake, but definitely talk to your counselor and make sure that you are getting the courses you need. So here we're talking about college readiness. This says students scoring at or above these benchmark scores on the plan and taking college prep courses or higher throughout high school will likely be ready for first-year college courses. So how do your scores compare? This person, the benchmark score is a 15 for English. They scored 17, which puts them above the benchmark score, which means they're on pace to be able to be ready for college in the English area. Math, same thing. Benchmark score is 19. They got a 21. They are well on their way to be ready for college math. Reading, 17 is the benchmark. 20 is the score they received. They're well on their way. Science, benchmark's 21. They're at a 19. So they're a little below, but they're not in a lot of danger. They just need to take a few more sciences and really focus on those skills. You need to check yours and see where you fall, and then you can make some plans about what you need to do to get better. We talked about admission standards. This person excuse me, got a little cough going on here, too much talking. This student says that they would like to do natural science and technologies as their career preference. To do that, other students who are successful in those major areas had a composite score of 23 to 27. So you can see this person is in good shape to fall into that area and be successful in those areas. They just have to keep working. This is cut off on this copy, but on your copy it's in the fold. And this is, when you took the plan, you reported some areas of need that you wanted help with, and they're all listed here. You can see a couple for this person, but you should have some on yours as well, and you should pursue your teachers and your guidance counselors for help in those areas. Down here, this page is all about career possibilities, and it talks about what you said you were interested in, and you completed an interest inventory to see if you were ready for it. And the results, the shaded areas, are kind of where you would fall, and then over here is kind of career lists that might fall into what you are interested in and show an interest in and show some skills in. Certainly take this to your guidance counselor or Ms. Ingold in the Career Development Center, and they can work with you on this, understanding what this is. Down here, this breaks down your skills by subject area. With the English, this person, you have English on your page as well, and the content areas that are tested. All right. This shows what the correct answer is, what your answer was. This person got it right, so they put in an A, and not really sure what the subscore is, but that's not necessarily as important. If you have your test book or your teacher has a test booklet, you can kind of look those over and see what it is. Over here, to improve your English scores, this person, to improve their English scores, and on your page you have a way to improve your scores in all areas. You can see some tips of what to do. You should read through them and really start focusing. If you're in an English class, you should go ahead and ask your teacher, or be ready to ask your teacher and work hard on some of these areas so you can have a better score on your ACT and be ready for college. Math, same thing happens, same exact thing. All the areas of math that are tested, and these are the skills that you can work on to improve. See your math teacher to see how to do some of these things if you're not sure of. That way you'll be ready. Reading, same thing, same content, or different content areas of course, but build your skills doing this. And then science is the last area, and these are the areas that were tested, and these are the skills that you can work on to improve. So go ahead and review yours. Hopefully you're reviewing yours while I was going over this so you can follow along. But ask questions of your teachers about the skills. Come talk to me if you'd like to. Talk to your guidance counselor. Talk to Ms. Ingold in Career Development Center. We have lots of help we can offer you. Our after-school program, the tutoring program, can certainly help you improve on a lot of these skills. And our main goal is that you get ready for college and you're ready to graduate when you get there. So keep up the good work and have a great day.